What's going on, guys? It's Matt, and we are back with another episode of Career Mode. This time we are in Princess Amelie's Fairy Tale. It is the easy scenarios for Planet Coaster. We start off here with the Great Tree. They say this tree is the heart of the world. Can you respect Mother Nature and craft an eco-friendly theme park around the towering tree, or will you sell the woodland for profit and squeeze as much as you can from this verdant environment? So this scenario really emphasizes how you can use the terrain to make different items. And I mean, they make a giant tree. It's got a whole bunch of scenery on it, or lights on it to make it pop at night. Then you also get this really cool little flat ride, the Magic Twirl, which only got 45 as a rating. It's not new, so it's not anything like that you need to worry about. Prestige is enabled, so it's good to know, but it is new. So why doesn't it... Anyway, uh, so we're going to take a quick look at this. 450. I know I can charge more than that. But before we... Well, let's do it since I'm here. 232 divided by 35. My math is terrible. 662, so I mean we get a couple extra dollars out of that. I'm just going to do 660 to make it easy. That's Magic Twirl 9 for some reason. But our objectives here for the easy: achieve a scenery rating of 110. We're already at 104. Reach a monthly profit of 3,000. That should be pretty simple. Achieve a scenery rating of 130. For medium, build a coaster with at least 5 excitement, at most 5 nausea, and at least a length of 1640, so that should be pretty simple. And then achieve a scenery rating of 160 and achieve a park rating of 750. So let's take a look at what attractions we have here. And as always, we're going to stick to the main game for this. And actions here to start. We got the Forge, which is an awesome attraction. We got Hammer Swing, which is great. Hyperspin, which we haven't seen, which is just a tilt-a-whirl. Kickflip, which we've seen quite a bit. Magic Twirl, which we already have, so we're not going to do that. The Cycola, which is okay. Rocktopus, which is good. Teacups, which is good. And then the Cube, which we have not seen yet. So the first thing I see is that we have a lot of excess path. Which I think I'm just going to go ahead and do that, clicking down here in the path, and then the delete path option. We're just going to kind of get rid of these excess paths. That'll give us a little bit of money to work with so we can get our scenery in. Ooh, too much. Wow, it did the whole thing. Ooh, don't want to do that either. Let's try not to get that. There we go. That needs to be there, and that's fine. Our paths around the back here. Let's see, we have a path that connects in there, so that's... Yeah, because we're going to make different pieces here. To kind of make it a little bit better. Not too worried about the scenery at the moment. That's weird. Why is it just funnel people in there? And then this guy... Actually, we can... Whoa! Going crazy. We can just kind of come in here and... Does that... Where does that go? Oh no, we need to have... We need to have that. Oh, I know you were lost. It's okay. It's all fixed. All is well in the world again. Let's go ahead and get rid of this guy. And now we can get rid of this guy. And that pretty much frees up a little bit of land here for us. Our shops, back to the main game. We want it for the actual custom shops. So we have quite a bit in the main game. We're not going to do any vending machines, I don't believe. And alright, scenery caused the computer to burn up there a little bit, so sorry if there's a little break in the footage, but so we have, again, I'm not too concerned about the content packs for that because it's just scenery. I could just place down other random items, but we're not going to, many guests are trapped. That is not true anymore. Stop saying that. Alright, so let's go ahead, let's get a couple rides in here to start. We should probably do some research though first. Research, track ride. You know, that would honestly, that'd be pretty fun to put in here, so we're going to do that. And we don't have much else. So carousel into the sky, that sounds fun. And then we will get an ATM because ATMs are important in theme park builder games. We do have some cool little stuff here. So many people in line for this. So let's go ahead. Let's take our terrain here. We're going to flatten some stuff out since we now have access to the terrain tools. Make it a little bit harder intensity. Ooh, not that large. That should be good. Just kind of flat. That should all line up pretty well. That works for me. Alright, so which rides have we not done? We haven't done the hyperspin. That one shouldn't be too bad here. So let's go ahead and rotate this a little bit. We do want to have an easy, like this. Our entrance can be on this side. Our exit can be over here. That's fine to have that type of ground pathing. We don't have, we've not put the cube up. So let's see, where does our cube operator sit? Need to leave enough space here. Yeah, that's good. So then all that can stay in the back. Our entrance, we'll just put him, honestly, probably over here. I don't know how if these guests will all walk out on the one side, that's best, so we'll just keep that staying there for now. We do want to have railings on here. And the curb, so that should be fine. Or do we want it? I don't know. Decisions. What we are going to do, though, is we're going to change our width for this. Then select our grid. Because it'll make it a little bit easier on the scenery that we're going to be placing. That's fine for there. Don't need a huge place. That should be good. And then our line for the tilt-a-whirl. Yeah, I don't necessarily like that. It gets closer and then it gets farther away. And we're picky about that stuff. So, what if we... Actually, I don't even know if I need to go out that way. Let's just go out this way. And then... we honestly probably don't even need that much here. Just a little weave there, so that should be good to get us started. And we're going to go ahead and get some time-lapse footage of me building up these paths. But before we do that, since we just got a notification that we have 4 thefts in the park, we are adding 2 security officers because I think we're going to need them. Brendan Wells and Hosey Lacey. Interesting name, but that's alright. So we're going to jump into a time lapse. Maybe I'll even throw a little bit over here, but I will see you on the other side. Alright, bringing it back in here. We didn't get too far here. I immediately kept getting this notification where many guests are trapped. I have no idea where they're trapped, but it really bothered me. So I spent a lot of time. I didn't realize that the park was running, which is not good. So we are out of money. I also realized I do need to research some scenery. So we got our ATM. I beefed that up really fast. And then I was going to do a lot for the tropical floral to get some cool trees and whatnot. But that's not going to be the thing anymore. Magic Twirl is still making us a ton of money, but I guess our security team and just having these rides sitting, doing nothing, isn't going to help. So we're going to go ahead and add in our sequences quick. Alright, so we got a forward flip. Oh, I think we can just kind of do all of these. Let's move this up here. Alright, so we got the all spin, the forward flip, locked turn over, turn around, and then the reverse all spin. I think that should be fine for the cube. We're not going to worry about naming it, and we aren't going to worry about the colors right now either. Hyperspin. It's just got 2 things here. We will do both of them. We'll pull up anti-clockwise first, so that will work for that. We'll get to hyperspin testing, so we can start trying to get some money. This thing is insane. I know they exist in real life. I have not ridden them, but I would love to do so. We are dropping money fast. Let's go ahead and fast forward until we can get these open. What is our prestige? Is that gonna... $7.99. That's pretty good. We'll just give that a shot. $22.80 is what we're gonna charge here. And we're gonna get this open. We're gonna set our to full, set it to 150. We don't need a priority pass at the moment. Let's also, because I hate the sounds, 10% for the cube music. Hyperspin, 361. That's not bad. Divided by 35 is 1030, which is pretty good. It's better than I thought it would be. We'll get that going. We will change to a full load for 150 seconds on the max time. And we can actually slow it down a little bit here. The music. We don't need the big and barn to play. But while we're waiting for our funds to come back up, because I think they will come back up pretty quickly, we'll cut back to it when we do, and we'll jump straight into the time lapse. Alright, so we are back. Took me a lot longer to build this because I decided to go with this whole castle theme. I didn't put any grass or trees or anything like that in to help. I did look, there just isn't quite enough that I have unlocked, so let's go ahead and get that unlocked here. We did get the fast water, which is the rolling river, which is a pretty awesome raft ride, and then we also got the aeronauts, which we haven't seen yet, so they'll have to come and make their way in. But we are going to go ahead, family fun on the high seas, that sounds like the whirly rig. And don't be afraid of heights. I kind of like the sound of that one, so we're going to go with it. Track ride electrically powered. That's... we might have to wait on that. But what else can we get here? Let's get some grassland flora, and then we will also get our typical park flora. So that should be good. Many guests are tired. Make sure there are enough benches. We can do that really quick here. Fairytale picnic. This is... let's just go with the fairytale. I think this seems pretty safe to say that this is a good bench to have. I probably should be doing it on the inside, but that's alright. I kind of like the outside as well. We should also probably get Palace Bin. We don't need a Palace Bin, but that's really all we have. So we'll get these yellow ones because they... no, let's get the other ones. I don't think... they still clash pretty hard. But that's fine. I mean, there's not much else that we can do about it. Maybe we'll unlock something else. It's a little bit more conservative than these, but that's okay for now. We don't have much in terms... not much in terms of grass. We do have quite a bit there. We don't have our art shapes, which is interesting. What we will need to do here, though, is we are going to need to put in a little shop and stall. So I think what I'm going to do here to try and boost up the scenery of this, I'm going to set a path that comes off of here that loops back around, and we'll put in some shops and stalls that all hopefully boost this up quite a bit. I don't plan to do it too in-depth, but you never know, I might get carried away here, and that'll probably wrap up this episode. Hopefully we get through the bronze objective pretty soon here. So I will see you again on the other side of our time lapse. Well, after some failed attempts at trying to build something quick, I decided, or I remembered, that the game comes with some pretty nice fairy tale style buildings, so I went ahead and just threw those in here quick. So that made it a lot easier. Got this up to 75%. We have a huge line for the cube. 1036. We need to increase that. Let's see. 10... oops. Divided by 35 is $29.60, so we'll just do $29 even at this point. We did have to hire a few people as well, but we do have some research available. So we got our flora, and we got some more flora. So that's perfect. Don't be afraid of heights, it's still there. We're just going to let it go now. We are making $2,000 I can probably do with another attraction here. So let's see here. We did get another one in here, the Aeronauts, I believe. So what we're going to do is we're just going to keep going with our theme. Oh, we need to spin this around a little bit. Try and get that. Alright. Our sequence: spin, 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 tilt, spin fast, tilt, spin fast. There's not much more to that, so we'll just add another spin. Let's actually do spin fast. Spin fast. And actually what we should do is move this up here. Move this up here. Then we got this. We'll have it bring it back down to a spin, and we'll spin tilt, and we'll spin fast tilt, spin fast tilt, and then we will just bring it down to a spin to end. So that can go ahead and start to test. We will get this all set up on this end. We will definitely turn the music down. We do need to get our entrance in, so we will throw it in the back as usual. Exit, not that big of a concern here. That seems pretty... Oh, that was the wrong button. Oh, alright, let's try this again. Place our exit. Does not matter how I place that, it's not going to go the way I want it to. So maybe we'll put it over here so then the guests have to walk past all our stalls and some of the other attractions. And we'll just keep wrapping this all the way around. We can get another attraction in over there. Yeah, I think that's pretty decent there. Our queue line can be pretty simple. Maybe we can... I don't think we'll be able to. That's pretty far out there. Although we can probably at least get a little bit. We will select the grid, get out one more, deselect, and we'll come back over here. So at least we get a little bit, because I don't plan on decorating that right now. 16%. That did nothing for us. And now let's see what we get for our prestige here. It should be coming down. There it is. It's ending now. And 401. Alright. Divided by 35. 1145. We'll do 1140. Just because. And we're looking good there. Alright. So I think the last thing that I want to do here, not scenery. Maybe we do want scenery. Everything's looking pretty good here. We got our rides that are really doing quite well. The cube, which is just an outrageous line here. Let's go ahead and fast forward a little bit. And this should pretty much get us through everything. Oh, we've got some more research, so that's good. Don't be afraid of heights. That's a sun flare. That thing is huge. We can probably never regarded as new. That's fine. Wasn't charging as much as it should have been anyway. Multiple lines have long queue. That is also true, and we're losing a ton of money. Mainly because of this. That's just infinite. We're probably going to be poor after this. We are definitely poor. And it's been fixed, which is great. And now we can start making some money back again. Alright, so we went through the next month. We still didn't get $3,000. So we're going to do a quick adjustment. I also increased our training level on our staff in the shops, at least these two on the side. But we're going to do a work roster because I have a feeling that some of our staff are getting confused and going out and wandering around. So let's go ahead and create a new work roster. And that did not work the way I wanted it to. There we go. The park work roster, very, very generic. Our security guards, we only want one of them, and we also should probably train one of them up. Also, I think that's probably why I didn't make it for the last one. Because I did it right before I got it, which was very stupid of me. But what are you going to do? I made that mistake, so here we are fast forwarding again. We're going to keep doing it. And I think that'll be good. Alright, so it appears that we are not going to get our first objective here of making, I'm not even clicking the right things here, $3,000 per month. So we are going to need to resort to another flat ride, which we can do that pretty quickly here. Kickflip is definitely a good one. Forge is a good one. We haven't done the sun flare. Does it fit in this area? Why doesn't it? Do I have to flatten terrain? I think I have to flatten some terrain here. So we're just gonna get this all sorted out. That should be fine. We're gonna take our path. We're just gonna dial it back a little bit. Ooh, boy, that goes fast. Get our sun flare out. And, of course, as I'm doing it, we make $3,200. So, we got our bronze objective. I'm still going to place this down here quick. We are going to, we'll throw it right about there. We'll get our entrance up on the side so we can utilize some of that. Got our path there. Now we're going to connect some paths. We're going to make this a lot longer because we need to. We're just going to kind of weave it right on past. And then we'll take this guy, go straight in. There we go. And our queue line is going to be a pretty generic queue here. Just going to weave them right around. And try and soak that up as much as we can. We will loop it back in here. We can definitely throw some more of this scenery around. We don't want to connect there. We're hoping this is going to be a popular one for us. So that is pretty much going to do it. Man, that is These things are huge. I forgot how big these are. Well, they only have spin high. We'll add 2 more of those. Why not? 30 minutes, that's fine. We're going to make it full load. 150 seconds. Float to the sky at 10%. And it's already at that. So we are going to call it here for this episode. Hopefully this episode wasn't too long. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to leave a like down in the, or like on the video. If you didn't like it, or you thought I could have done something a little bit better, make sure you leave a comment in the comment section. And if you want to see some more awesome Planet Coaster content, make sure you subscribe to my channel, Mostly Average Matt. Thanks for watching, and now go out there and be awesome to one another. Later.